Hi everyone, it's Terry here from nutsaboutsstamping.com. In this week's video, I'm going to show you how to make a really sweet Easter treat idea using these amazing Easter eggs that I bought at my local grocery store. The only reason I bought them, because I'm really more of a savory person than I am a sweet kind of person, is I just love the colors and the images on these Easter eggs. So I brought them home and I started to eat them, unfortunately. And I thought, nope, this is not the purpose of buying these and bringing them home. I want to make an Easter treat bag for each person that I work with during my day job. So let's do that together. So I looked at the colors in the Easter eggs and I chose this one. And I thought, you know, how can I coordinate with the colors that are in this wrapping of this chocolate egg? I went through my paper stash and I found the How Sweet It Is Designer Series paper. Now I've already started to use some of this Designer Series paper, but in the past with other products. And I had these pieces left over and I thought, you know what? I think these colors would go perfectly with the color in the egg. So if you haven't yet seen this Designer Series paper, it's on page 15 of the Occasions catalog, and here it is here. And what I do in my catalogs, I do a check so that I know I own that product. And as I'm leafing through the catalog every once in a while, I'll think, you know what, I haven't used that paper yet. Let's get it out and start using it. So I've chosen this paper. Let me turn it over so you can see the other side of it. It's lovely paper, and it's perfect for sweet treats. So let's get started on this project. So I have a piece of Whisper White cardstock that I've cut 4 inches by 3 inches, and I put it over on my scoring board and I scored it at the 1.5 mark. And this is going to be a topper for my treat bag. Now you probably can't see this on the video, but I have this little treat bag. It's a cello treat bag. Stampin' Up! Used to sell them and we have stopped, but I have a ton of them. I think these are available online if you want to replicate this idea after you see what I'm going to create. If you can't find them online, do email me or contact me by leaving a comment on this video, and I would be happy to get in touch with you. I have a lot of these and I'd be happy to part with some. That's not the purpose of this video though, but I'm going to use one of these treat bags for this project. So I have taken one of the designer paper patterns from the How Sweet It Is pack, and I've cut it so that it is the size of 1/2 of my folded over Whisper White. So I'm going to adhere that. Down onto this half of the paper. I'll show you if you can't see it. Just hang on a sec. I have to be able to see it myself. There we go. So this is going to be part of my treat bag topper. And then I want to create a phrase. So I've just got a scrap piece of Whisper White, and I'm going to use one of the phrases from the Itty Bitty Greetings stamp set. And the one I'm going to use says Easter Blessings. Not really the kind of phrase that I would normally be looking for, but you do have 32 in this set, so you can choose a phrase maybe that would match whatever kind of treat bag you want, because you don't have to make an Easter treat bag. You can use this same idea and make a different kind of treat bag. So I'm going to stamp down the Easter Blessings, and I used my gorgeous grape ink. And then I'm going to bring in my punch and I'm going to punch out the phrase like so. And then, before the video began, I took 2 more patterns, or 2 of the other patterns, sorry, my throat, of the How Sweet It Is Designer Series paper. And to replicate the ends of the Easter Blessings punched phrase, I made a banner end on each one of these. So what I'm going to do is I am going to attach these banners now just by the top, and I'm going to angle them, and I'm using my snail adhesive, and I'm going to overlap them, and then I'm going to add the Easter blessings on top, like so. All right, so I've got my bag, and I've got my Easter egg. Now, when I put my Easter egg in the bag, though, it's quite plain. It's not really that exciting just to have an Easter egg in a bag. So here's an idea. Take your paper cutter and cut some really, really thin strips of Whisper White cardstock. I would use the normal, not the thick cardstock, because I think what I'm trying to do is to create some kind of confetti. And then take your strips and crunch them up. I think these are cut about 1/8 of an inch. And what you want to do is you want to crumple them so that they look like confetti. And then put them down in the bottom of the bag. Now I've got some more that I had done just to see if this was going to work. And it is. You could use a colored cardstock. You could use one of the coordinating colors from the How Sweet It Is paper. And then what you're going to do is you're going to pop your egg in so that it sits on top of the confetti. And then we are ready to close off the bag and get it ready to hand over to somebody special. My next step is to take my topper that I've created, and I'm going to fold it over the top of the bag so that I'm sealing it shut. And then I have this handheld stapler, and what I'm going to do is turn it over, and I'm going to slide my stapler, and I'm going to staple it so that the smooth end is on the back and the rough end is on the front. Because the final thing I'm going to do is take some of my Highland Heather ribbon. Now this ribbon is no longer available. It was one of your free offers for celebration, but it has literally flown off the shelves. So you could try another kind of coordinating ribbon. We have lots of different ribbon offers in the catalog. And what I'm going to do is bring in a mini glue dot, and I'm going to push my bow down on one of the dots and pull it off, and I'm going to put it down onto the top of my treat bag so that it covers up the rough end of the stapler, or of the staple, sorry, the rough end of the staple. And there we go. I've got a really sweet little Easter treat idea that's ready to share with my colleagues at work. Obviously, I'll have to make a few more. And I can use lots more patterns of the How Sweet It Is Designer Series paper to help me make this bag topper idea. So for a complete listing of the supplies that I used and the measurement for all of the layers, please hop over to my blog, www.nutsaboutsstamping.com. And while you're on my blog, make sure you're a newsletter subscriber. I send out a project idea each week. My newsletter is free to receive, and you'll learn how to make project ideas you won't see anywhere else. I'll also have a link at my online store in case you want to order the products I used to make this Easter treat. I'm Terry. I am Nuts About Stamping. I hope you'll create something beautiful and fun today too. Bye for now.